Oh, I need to find my phone. Need to find my phone. Need to find my phone. Find my phone. Find my phone. Okay. While this is loading, I'm gonna find my phone. Give me just a second. Nope, found it. It was right behind me. Right behind me. It's usually the last place you look, right? Okay. So, how is everybody doing today? Hope y'all enjoy this episode. Something out of the ordinary. Usually don't do. And that is show my ugly face. So, hope y'all enjoy it. And don't have nightmares, please. Because I would feel so bad if y'all had nightmares because you see my ugly face. So, oh. It's been a couple of days since I recorded a video for this series, so I'm going to have to look around for a minute and see exactly what we did in the last episode. So, I know we started some contract work. I know that as far as anything else goes, I'm not real sure. We'll just have to see when we get in there. So. And yes, I am rocking the Christmas shirt. And I've actually got the pajamas to match it too, so. Which would be considered one of the biggest Christmas movies ever, which is Elf. Me personally, I've tried watching it. I watched it like one time, and that was about it. Okay, and I think Farming Sim is acting up today. There we go, and it's raining. We can't do crap. Well, imagine it. Okay. And, oh yeah, I remember you. I remember you. You're what's costing us money. Yield bonus. 78% bonus. Is that because it's raining? Huh. Do we dare? Um... Are we not getting any... See what's going on here. There we go. How's that? Yeah, there we go. We got it. Alright. Good deal. Now, where it's raining, it says yield bonus plus 78%. So does that mean since it's raining we get 78%, or if we wait then we get 78%? Because I really want to get this potato field out of the way. This potato field has been a pain in my rear end for the last episode or two. because we got to get this thing back to the shop. Can we check the weather? And looks like it's gonna be raining all the way up until 12 o'clock. So maybe we should fast forward until about 12 o'clock. Until at least till it stops raining, so that way we can start doing some stuff. And what are you doing? I don't remember what you were doing. I think you were planting. You can go ahead and finish planting, if you will. I think we had problems out of you last time. And do we own this film? And sorghum is ready to harvest. Okay. We're not going to start just yet. It's raining and our yield will go down. But what we're going to do is take him up here and at least get him set up. So it looks like we've got a bunch of harvesting to do today. And it's at times like this I wish I had another harvester, but I don't. And I'm not going to rent one because it's not going to be worth it. So somebody has completed their task, which I don't think they have. Probably that cedar over there. They get really stupid when it comes to this little field right here, and it really gets on my nerves. So let's get you on turn. Okay, cedar's on, so we'll need to lower you all, and I might as well just finish this by hand. Don't like doing that, but I'll do it. These fields here are just such a pain in the ass, I'm telling you. I don't know why these workers cannot judge these boundaries. If y'all know a trick on how to get these people to actually work without stopping and stuff, please leave me a comment and let me know. Because it's getting really annoying and I'm tired of it. So, if you know, please tell me. And for some reason I think crop destruction is on, so gotta make sure to keep an eye out for that. Well, where you going, dude? Okay, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a little headland around here and see if he can navigate after that. Because surely they'll be able to work after that. And I think that field, I can't remember what we were doing with that field. I think we were saving it for another crop that we can't plant right now, I think. And you know what, let's slow this time down here. And let's get you harvesting this and you harvesting this. There you go. Are we getting some taters? We get some taters. We are getting taters, yay. Okay, why did you stop? Why are you stopping? Lower turn on harvester. Well, harvester. What the heck? Okay, we'll figure you out in just a second. And why aren't you no field found? Okay, what about now? Okay, now see if you can at least do that for me. And why aren't you? Okay. And you are. Oh, I see why you're not doing nothing. You're full of canola, aren't you? So we just destroyed that whole row for freaking nothing. Okay. Let's drop you. Must be unfolded first. Okay. That's how you're gonna be, huh? Okay, so unfold. Okay. Now let's go get our trailer over here. And let's go here and unload our combine. Wherever you are. We're definitely going to try to invest in a weeder at one point. Because it looks like we've got a lot of weeds in our fields. Okay, so let's pull up here and unload this guy. Good, yep. You were full of canola. No wonder you wouldn't unload. Well, no wonder you wouldn't harvest. Okay, now let's back you up, and now you'll do it. Good. You're not even close to being ready. Okay, so let's go back to our farm here and drop you off. And we'll definitely got to make sure to keep an eye on these guys. As get a little stutter there. Don't know where that's coming from. But it looks like the stream's doing nice, so I'm not really worried about it. Alright. And while we're at it, when we drop this canola off, we'll see where we're at on our grain. And see how much we've got. Okay. Dump you. Up, pull it a little bit further. Don't want to dump none of it on the ground. Okay. Now you're at 15%, you're at 26%, so be glad to get this field done, then we can send it back and we don't have to pay no more leasing cost on it. I tell you what, when I first leased this, I thought those potatoes were ready. I really did. But they weren't ready apparently, and that's my fault. So, do we have an extra tractor anywhere? Okay, so you're doing better now. And let me get out of your way here. And what are we doing in this field over here? What planting season's coming up? I think I was going to use that for... Was I going to use it for wheat, or was we going to go ahead and do canola in it? I can't really remember. I think we were going to do wheat. What leased items do we have? Just the potato harvester? Okay. How much is a weeder? Weeder. There we go. Don't need a real big one, so we can actually buy one right now. So I wish you could change the color of these. I really wish you could. So we're gonna go ahead and invest one of those because it looks like we're gonna need it. And you're finally finished. Finally. Now, here is the problem here. Which way would you be able to plant here? If we plant wheat, we can't harvest till July. Same thing with canola. But if we plant barley, we can harvest in June. So you know what, let's switch to barley. Not the highest yielding crop, but it's the fastest growing one right now. So please take care of that for us. And I think you're going to have to go unload Mr. Potato Head. What are these question marks everywhere for? Open help menu. Okay. Those weren't there before. Okay. Yeah, I think it is the first time, I believe. How you doing today, Blue? Of course, I don't do a whole lot of streaming anyway, so I just do it once in a blue moon when I get the urge for it. You picked a busy stream, I know that. We've got a lot of harvesting to do this episode. Looks like my tater guy's almost ready. Which side is the dumper on? It's on the other side. Okay. Yeah, if you haven't seen any of my playthroughs of this yet, that's what I'm doing this one off of. I'm continuing that. But I rented this freaking potato harvester because I thought my potatoes were going to be ready to harvest. They weren't, so I'm paying 2 months worth of lease fees on it, which sucks. But it'll be alright. You know what? Actually, the potatoes, if you use this machine here, it's not too bad. The one I hate doing is cotton. Cotton is a pain in the rear end. Because I'll show you the machine for it. Nope, not that one. Let's go here. Like these big machines, I mean, they're huge. And when they unfold, they're twice that size. And most of these fields are so freaking small, it don't even fill it halfway up. So you can't even empty it to make the profit out of it. I've done it once or twice, and it's a freaking pain. So if I'm ever going to do cotton again, I'm going to make sure I have like huge fields combined together. That's the only other time I'm going to do cotton. I think that and sugar beets is the only other ones that I can't stand. Yeah, very expensive. You don't even make your profit back out of it. That's the sad part. Yeah, let's go unload our sorghum guy over here. He's ready. It's time I miss like farming Sim 15 and stuff where you had course play. I mean, this is sort of like course play, but it's not really as technical. I like creating my own routes and telling them where to drop off, where to pick up. On this one, it's a lot simpler, but it's a lot more of a nuisance than anything. But it's still a great game, though. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. Now, another game I used to play constantly, I'm thinking about doing another series of it, is Stationeers. I've been going back and forth in my head the last couple of days trying to figure that out. 19 was pretty good. I bought it and I played it probably about a week, and I gave up on it because back when 19 came out, I liked using Courseplay a lot with 15 and 17, and then when 19 came out, it didn't support Courseplay, so I was just like, "What the heck? I'm not even gonna deal with it." Um, so So I picked this one up, and I've actually played it a lot more than I played 19 in my first day. And I'm gonna get you. Okay, dismiss. I'm gonna get you away from my crops. Yeah, that's what I like about these games is they include like horses and cows and pigs and stuff like that. Now on the other games, the only thing I really dove into was like cows and maybe sheep. Um, but I think this one I'm gonna try to get in as much as I can, whether it's on screen or off screen. But for now, I'm doing most of it just recordings. I don't do a whole lot of playing unless I'm recording, which I should. I mean, but I really don't have a lot of time either. The only time I get to record is when the kids are at school and my wife's at work. And they're getting ready to get out on Christmas vacation after tomorrow. Yay me. So I'm gonna have to get up early in the morning and record stuff. Let's get you back over here and get you back to work. Alright, so you finish back up. And let's go unload you, and then the other guy should be ready. Yeah, see it. Um, for me, it's even harder when they're home because I've got 7 at home. I've got a set of twins, a boy and girl that's 17 and a half. Then I've got a 16-year-old boy. I've got a 13-year-old girl, a 12-year-old girl, a 10-year-old girl, and a 9-year-old boy. So I've got 7 altogether. So there's a lot of tension between them most days. Now let's go check on Potato Boy. No, your daughter's only 6. Oh, and you still just wait until they get about 9 or 10. I think my daughter's mouth started when she was 9, and the usually the sons are a little more calm. Usually, I'm gonna say usually, but my 16-year-old, I tell you what, he gets to where he thinks he can square up with Odad. And I'm telling you, I may be 37 and I may just be 5'6", and he outweighs me by about 50 pounds. But I mean, if he wants to go, I'll take him. I mean, that's not an issue. mean, I'll take them back old school, like our parents used to. If you think you're old enough and you think you're big enough, step on up. Okay, there's a load of taters. Take them over here and dump them. One thing in this game, if like in I think it's 15 or 17, where you had like Felsbron and stuff like that. If you done potatoes, you had to dump them in like a little storage building. On here, you can dump them straight into the silo. Don't make a lot of sense. But who am I to judge? I just play the game. Potatoes are not accepted here. I know where they are accepted though. Let's go. We're gonna go sell some taters at the restaurant over here. Or where is the best place to sell you right now? Potatoes. Looks like Goldcrest Valley. Well, I'm not going all the way to Goldcrest Valley restaurant. Sorry, I can't see. I've got my camera in the way here. Restaurant's $2.73, so that's not bad. We'll go ahead and sell them there. Alright, I need to buy, I guess, little shed, I guess, and for potatoes. And that made me look like I didn't know what I was talking about. But last time I did potatoes, you could dump them in the silo. So they must have changed it. Okay, so how much are we gonna make off each load of potatoes? Okay, so we made 2,188. How much did we rent that, lease that for? Does it not say? Okay, so we leased it for 30,000. So we're definitely gonna lose money on this. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It's right there. I mean, and plus you go to Goldcrest Valley, you gotta rent the train for $1,000 too. So you're actually losing money. And at this rate, I can't afford to lose too much money. Who's almost got a full grain tank? The potatoes. Okay. So let's go back up here to the potatoes. Then after we unload that one, we'll have to go... Actually, let's go unload our sorghum guy. Let's get him unloaded real quick. And we get up there just in time to turn around so he can turn around. I think it'd be pretty cool to work on a farm. The only thing with that is I'm not that motivated. Yeah, I mean, if I had a bigger trailer, like one of those big semi-trailers, and take it all in one load, that wouldn't be too bad. But right now, just a novice farmer, so don't have that kind of cash laying around. We're just a simple farmer from the southeast. where our main crop is tobacco. Tobacco and wheat. Man, tobacco, that was hard work. I used to work in tobacco fields with my dad when I was like 14. Actually, I only think I was 14. I think I was like 11 or 12. He had paid me like $30 a day, which wasn't much because considering he was making like $250 a day. I guess that's still pretty good at age 12 though. Can't even get my 12-year-olds to wash dishes. Okay, another load for you. Oranges. Are you near Florida? Because that's about the only place I know that oranges grow. Because I'm from good old Kentucky. Orlando. I was in Orlando about 3 years ago. I actually vacationed down there for like 13 days. I drove all over the state. That's the first time I've ever been to Florida. And I went to Orlando, I went to Tampa, I went to Key West, I went to Clearwater. And I went to, is it Kissimmee, Florida, or Kissimmee? I don't know. Either one of those. I went there. And we went to like the Old Town amusement park there. That place was freaking awesome. I loved it. There wasn't a lot of rides per se, but I liked it. It's pretty fun. Which way are we going? Okay, we're going over here. See, I'm from Somerset, Kentucky. Those tornadoes that ripped through the other day, I live about 45 minutes from Bowling Green. Well, about 45 minutes an hour, depends on which way you take. You know what? Our car shows, they started out pretty neat, and I used to go to them. But here lately, it's just a lot of people just sitting there like, oh, my car is better than yours, and I have way more money than you. Yeah. So I'm pretty much quit going to them. I can't stand sitting there looking at people and they're just judging you like, you don't you wish you had this? Now, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a car guy. I love old cars, but I'm not going to walk around in sun or rain for 3 hours sitting there googly eyes over them. Yeah, actually, it's probably one of the few times that Kentucky actually comes together on anything. Because, of course, Kentucky hates Louisville. Kentucky hates, Louisville hates Kentucky, and all that stuff. Um, but they've raised so much money for those tornado victims and stuff down there. Um, UK basketball and UK football got together and did a charity telethon the other day and raised over $3 million. And then I think it's pretty classy of both Iowa and Ohio State because Kentucky plays Iowa New Year's Day in football and the Citrus Bowl. And the Iowa coach called up Mark Stoops because Mark Stoops went to University of Iowa, and of course his dad Bob Stoops used to coach there. Um, so he called up Mark Stoops and asked how their program could help, and they actually helped raise money for it. And then the Ohio State basketball coach um, called up John Calipari and said that we may be different states, but we're all part of the same state because you got like Kentucky and then of course Ohio. They have the Cincinnati Reds, who Kentucky considers their professional baseball team. Um, but he said we may be different states, we may be far apart, but he said in this we're all together until we're opponents on Saturday. And he actually, the head coach himself, donated $50,000, which I thought was pretty amazing. That's what I like saying though. You have a rivalry, you can not like somebody, but when it comes to humanity, everybody pulls together. That's the way it should be. I always try to teach my kids no one's better than the other person. How's our... Okay, you're actually finished. That's why I hate bullying. Always have. Just this week alone, um, we've got 3 high schools here in Pulaski. We've got Somerset High School, we've got Pulaski County High School, and Southwestern Pulaski County High School. Last week at Pulaski, there was a student charged with second-degree terroristic threatening because he posted online about a post that he found that there was going to be a shooting at the school. And come to find out, the ATF and stuff investigated it, and it didn't say any kind of school. It just said like a simple name, and the kids kept reposting it. So they found out who the kid was. They arrested him at school and charged him with terroristic threatening, and I think it was something else, something to do with the school. And then day before yesterday, in the same school system, there was, at the other high school, there was another threat. There was a note found in one of the bathrooms. They're still investigating it, and come to find out it wasn't credible, which, who, go figure. They're out for Christmas break, so they're just trying to get out early. But the way to get out of Christmas break is not to get a record while you're out, so I don't understand it. Back in my day, you went to school, you didn't like somebody, you took your fist and you beat the living daylights out of them. I mean, that's how it worked. You don't have to use guns or anything. That's just ridiculous. Use your fist if you got a problem with somebody. I think I've got another field that needs to be harvested, I think. What is this one? Oh, cotton. Oh, great. Didn't I say I didn't want to do cotton? That's a pretty big field, though. I should get at least one bale out of it. Okay, let's see. What about these fields over here? What are you? Sugar beet. Ugh. Really? Our kids don't have to do that. At least not that I'm aware of. And kids shouldn't have to go through that. That's stupid. But I guess that's the world we live in anymore. Well, at least they're trying to comfort them a little bit and try to shelter them and not tell them what's really going on. Not sure if that's any better though, but at least kids that age, they don't really understand. So, see, Florida's way different than Kentucky on that stuff. See, our state would just be like, "Oh, we're done shooting drills. Get used to it." I think this time around I'm going to completely empty um, this harvester before I get him going again. Then gotta do a lot of plowing and cultivating. Oh, okay. So younger kids, they're told it's tornado, but the older ones, they go ahead and tell them. Honestly, I think at age 7, they're still a little too young. They should at least wait until they're at least 10, because at least 10 they'd understand a little better. Oh, trust me, my 13-year-old daughter, she's like that. If somebody says something that's not her way, oh, trust me, she won't shut up until they agree with her. But she's a smart kid, but I think along with her being smart, the smartest thing about her is her mouth. Love her to death, but that mouth of hers. But of course, I think um, all my girls get their mouth from their mom. To be honest with you, because they'll sit there and they won't mouth me, but when they mouth my wife, and then I look over at my wife and she gets that look in her eyes, you know, that little mommy look. Yeah, I'll just hunker down in the corner because I know if I'm saying anything, I'm next. So, yeah. And yeah, that's the last thing I want to be. I don't want to be on her bad side at all. I try my best to stay out of it. I've been married way too long to know when to open my mouth. But it's like that TikTok sound that they have now, uh, where my wife's sitting there getting onto the kids, and you're like, "Yeah, go best friend." Yeah, it's sort of like that. I get a kick out of it until I see her veins start poking out of her neck. then that's when I know to step in before somebody gets strangled. Not that my wife does that, but yeah, my kids should know better. I think they do, but they just see how far they can push her. And my wife's sense of humor is not like mine. I mean, I've got a sense of humor and I have, but my wife, her sense of humor is very short. She's a great woman, though. I don't know what I'd do without her. Oh. She's been with me through everything. Even 7 years ago when I about died, she was right there every freaking day. Even though the only thing I remember the whole time I was in the hospital was waking up occasionally, them giving me a shot, and falling asleep. But I always remember her sitting there. So. That was back when you can go and sit up at the hospital with somebody all night and don't have to have one person in there. Oh, nose is itching. Alright, so you're about 30%. Now, if you can just finish this last little bit for me right here. I've been with her for 18 years, so yeah, she's definitely a keeper. Especially for her to put up with me. Yeah, there's something special about her. Because I ain't gonna lie, I am let's see, how can I say this? I'm a pain in the ass. There we go. That's how you can describe it. I'm a pain in the ass. Well, I appreciate you coming in, and it's nice actually talking to somebody for once. So enjoy your day until the kids get home, and hopefully they're not too rowdy when they get home. And good relationships do exist. Have a good day. Hopefully catch you next time. So how full are you? You're 56%. So okay, I think when we get up here, I'm going to stop you and run you myself with these last few rows here. Okay, and stop. see, where is that tractor? Hopefully I'm not anywhere near it. Okay, hopefully we're close to getting this potato field done and out of the way. Been a pain in the butt for a couple days now. Okay, let's see if we can turn this around here. And I know I'm butchering this, it's okay. It's okay, I'll get it on my way back through. Those are static images, aren't they? Yeah, I don't see anything changing in them. Oh well. Can't have everything. Alright. Alright, well, should have just a little bit more to go. Alright, let's lower you and get this last row here and that little bitty patch up there, and we can return this sucker. After we empty it, of course. I wonder if we can just drive this thing over. Hey Maverick, how's it doing, man? Yeah, you're actually a little bit late. I think I've been streaming for almost an hour now. Hey, I thought about just recording this morning, then I was just like, you know what, let's just get on there and do some farming this morning. Finally getting rid of these freaking potatoes I've been trying to get rid of the last couple episodes. Okay. Now. Can we drive this over to the restaurant and load it by itself? Glad you made it anyway. I'm near the back end of the stream for now, though. I only streamed a little bit this morning until my wife gets off work. Then we have a bunch of errands to run. She's only working a partial day today, so. What was I caught on the fence? I guess. Okay. See if this works. Ooh, and it is gonna work. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Like the Lego movies, everything is awesome. Alright. Look at that money just roll in, baby. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. $5,964. Not nearly enough, but hey, it worked. Okay, so let's return you. Yes, thank you. Alright. Like Matthew McConaughey. Alright, alright, alright. Alright. So You're on the tater field. Let's take you home, oh boy. Alright, now next episode is going to be really rough. We got sugar beets, we've got sunflower, we got all kinds of crap going on here, so that's going to be really interesting. Not really looking forward to that, but well, in a way it's a profit, in a way it's not. Because I had to lease the potato harvester and it cost me like 30 grand, and I only made about I think about 15 grand, so I really lost 50%. Yeah, wasn't too happy about that. That's why I hate potatoes in this game, because unless you have a huge fortune, you can go out and buy that harvester yourself, you're going to be paying a pretty penny. Now let's take a little drive up here to the shop, pick up our weeder that we bought. And then we're going to have to call that a stream. I've got to get up and get ready. She gets off in less than an hour, and if I'm not ready, she's gonna tan me. So, all right. Looks like it's getting ready to rain again over here in Little Elm Creek, just like where I live at. It's supposed to rain the next 3 freaking days. And the last thing we need in this area is more rain. Especially after those tornadoes the other day. That was awful. Okay. You are going to... First, let's see what we got in our grain tanks. We got tons of sorghum. Planted some barley. Planted some canola. Sorghum... Sorry, the microphone's in my way. Gilchrist Valley. I don't think we've got anything else. Okay, so... Okay. And you're gonna drive to here. And as we watch him take a stroll down the road, I believe we're gonna call it an episode here. Yeah, I've got to get dressed and go pick her up from work and stuff, so yeah. It was a good stream, very productive for once. And yeah, the next time we come back to Farming Sim, it'd be a regular scheduled episode, and get everything cultivated and weeded, set up for the next episode. And then I might be doing some stationaries pretty soon. So, alright, so this is gonna end it. Thanks to everyone who showed up. Appreciate it.